The Thracians were not only fierce warriors but also bearers of a rich cultural legacy that shaped the Balkans and influenced neighboring civilizations. Their contributions to art, music, and religion created a vibrant tapestry that persisted long after their political power waned. One of the most iconic aspects of Thracian culture was their skill in metalwork. The Thracian craftsmen produced stunning gold and silver treasures, such as the panegyrisht and Rogozin treasures, which showcased their intricate designs and deep spiritual symbolism. The Thracians were deeply connected to nature, and this relationship was reflected in their art and religious practices. They revered gods and spirits associated with natural elements, such as the sun, water, and fertility. Their temples and sanctuaries, often situated in caves or atop mountains, were centers of spiritual activity. These sacred spaces, like the sanctuary at Perperikon, reveal a culture deeply attuned to the mysteries of the natural world and the cosmos. Oral tradition played a significant role in preserving Thracian culture. Thracian bards, or aoidoi, were respected figures who recounted epic tales of heroes, gods, and battles. These oral histories provided continuity for a society that lacked a written language of its own. The Greek historian Herodotus described the Thracians as the most numerous of nations, emphasizing their cultural diversity and resilience despite their fragmented political landscape. Thracian music and dance were another hallmark of their civilization. They were renowned for their skill in playing the lyre and the aulos, a double reed instrument. Thracian dances, often performed during religious ceremonies, were energetic and symbolic, representing themes of life, death, and rebirth. These artistic expressions offered insights into their worldview, one that celebrated vitality and the cyclical nature of existence. The Thracian language remains one of the great enigmas of ancient history. Despite being spoken across vast territories, it has left behind only fragmentary inscriptions and glosses recorded by Greek and Roman writers. Scholars have identified similarities between Thracian and other Indo-European languages, but its exact structure and vocabulary remain elusive. This linguistic mystery has fueled debates among historians and linguists for centuries. Evidence of the Thracian language is primarily found in place names, personal names, and terms borrowed into Greek and Latin. For example, the names of Thracian kings, such as Rhesus and Sithis, reveal phonetic patterns that distinguish Thracian from neighboring tongues. Place names, like Philippopolis, often preserve their Thracian roots even after Hellenistic or Roman conquest. Some scholars argue that the Thracian language may have influenced the development of later Balkan languages, such as Dacian and Phrygian. Others suggest that its legacy is more indirect, surviving through cultural practices rather than linguistic continuity. The limited written record means that much of Thracian linguistic heritage remains speculative, adding an air of mystery to their civilization. Efforts to decode the Thracian language continue today, with modern technology offering new tools for analysis. Linguists and archaeologists work together to piece together the fragments of inscriptions, hoping to unlock the secrets of this ancient tongue. The quest to understand the Thracian language not only deepens our knowledge of the past, but also highlights the interconnectedness of ancient cultures. Thracian mythology is rich with heroes and deities who embody the values and struggles of their people. One of the most famous Thracian heroes is Orpheus, the legendary musician and poet whose lyre could charm all living creatures. Orpheus is often depicted as a bridge between the mortal world and the divine, embodying the Thracian reverence for music and spirituality. His tragic descent into the underworld to rescue his wife Eurydice remains one of antiquity's most poignant myths. Another prominent figure in Thracian lore is Rhesus, a warrior king mentioned in Homer's Iliad. Rhesus's arrival at the Trojan War was marked by grandeur, with his gleaming white horses symbolizing divine favor. However, his untimely death at the hands of Odysseus and Diomedes highlights the precarious nature of heroism. Rhesus's story underscores the Thracian ideal of bravery tempered by the inevitability of fate. Thracian myths often feature powerful female figures as well. Bendis, the goddess of the moon and the hunt, was a central deity in Thracian religion. Her worship involved nocturnal ceremonies and torchlit processions, emphasizing the Thracians' connection to natural cycles. Bendis's image, with her twin spears and crescent moon, became so popular that it spread to Athens, where she was incorporated into the Greek pantheon. The tales of these heroes and gods reflect the Thracian worldview, one deeply rooted in nature, struggle, and transcendence. The myths served as a source of inspiration and identity for the Thracian people, preserving their cultural essence even in the face of external pressures. Today, these stories offer a window into the soul of an ancient civilization that valued courage, artistry, and spiritual connection. Thracian warriors were renowned for their ferocity and skill in battle. Their reputation as fierce combatants was so well established that they were frequently recruited as mercenaries by Greek city-states and later by the Roman Empire. Thracian soldiers fought with an intensity that reflected their cultural ethos, valuing bravery and honor above all else. They were particularly adept at guerrilla warfare, using the rugged terrain of their homeland to their advantage. One of the most distinctive aspects of Thracian warfare was their use of the rhomphaia, a long, curved sword that could deliver devastating blows. This weapon required both strength and skill to wield effectively, and it became a symbol of Thracian martial prowess. In addition to the rhomphaia, Thracians were skilled archers, using lightweight composite bows to strike with precision from a distance, making them formidable opponents both at close quarters and from afar. Thracian military tactics often involved ambushes and surprise attacks, particularly in the mountainous regions of the Balkans. They would use their knowledge of the landscape to outmaneuver larger and better equipped forces, striking quickly and then retreating to safety. These hit-and-run tactics frustrated their enemies, earning the Thracians a reputation as cunning and unpredictable warriors. In larger-scale conflicts, Thracians organized themselves into loosely coordinated units led by tribal chieftains or kings. While this decentralized structure sometimes limited their effectiveness against more centralized armies, it also allowed for flexibility and adaptability. Thracian warriors were fiercely loyal to their leaders, and their commitment to protecting their land and people made them a formidable force on the battlefield. The Thracians came into contact with the Persian Empire during the campaigns of King Darius I in the early 5th century BCE. As the Persians expanded their empire into the Balkans, they encountered the Thracians, who presented both a challenge and an opportunity. The Thracians resisted Persian domination fiercely, but many tribes were eventually incorporated into the empire, either through conquest or diplomacy. Under Persian rule, Thracians served as soldiers, administrators, and allies in the empire's campaigns. Thracian warriors were highly valued for their skill and bravery, and they played a significant role in the Persian invasions of Greece. Despite their contributions, the Thracians maintained a strong sense of cultural identity, often blending their traditions with Persian influences while preserving their autonomy in local affairs. The relationship between the Thracians and the Persians was complex. While some Thracian tribes resisted Persian rule outright, others saw an opportunity to gain wealth and prestige by aligning with the empire. This duality highlights the decentralized nature of Thracian society, where loyalty to one's tribe often outweighed allegiance to larger political entities. The Persian period left a lasting impact on Thracian culture and politics. Persian influences can be seen in Thracian art, particularly in the adoption of certain motifs and techniques in metalwork. Additionally, the interactions between Thracians and Persians laid the groundwork for future encounters with other empires, shaping the Thracians' role as both fierce defenders of their homeland and pragmatic participants in the geopolitics of the ancient world. The establishment of the Odrysian kingdom in the 5th century BCE marked a turning point in Thracian history. Under the leadership of King Teres, the Thracians achieved a level of unity and centralization that allowed them to exert significant influence in the Balkans. The Odrysian kingdom became a major power, rivaling the Greek city-states and establishing itself as a key player in regional politics. The Odrysian kings, including Sitalkes and Southes III, were instrumental in fostering a period of cultural and political prosperity. They established alliances with Greek city-states and engaged in extensive trade, bringing wealth and prestige to the kingdom. The Odrysian court became a hub of cultural exchange, where Greek, Persian, and Thracian traditions intermingled, resulting in a vibrant and cosmopolitan society. One of the defining characteristics of the Odrysian kingdom was its emphasis on religious and artistic expression. The king sponsored the construction of monumental tombs, such as the Kazanlak tomb, which featured elaborate frescoes and architectural innovations. These tombs not only served as resting places for the elite, but also as symbols of the kingdom's cultural and spiritual achievements. The Odrysian kingdom represented the zenith of Thracian power and unity. While it eventually succumbed to internal divisions and external pressures, its legacy endured in the form of monumental architecture, artistic achievements, and the endearing spirit of the Thracian people. The Odryn Golden Age remains a testament to the potential of Thracian civilization when united under strong and visionary leadership. The Thracians' independence came under increasing threat as Rome expanded its influence into the Balkans. By the 1st century BCE, the Roman Republic viewed Thrace as a valuable territory, rich in resources and strategically located. The Thracians, divided among numerous tribes and kingdoms, were ill-prepared to resist the might of Rome. The conquest of Thrace began with a series of campaigns aimed at subduing the region's fragmented political entities. The decisive phase of the conquest occurred under Emperor Augustus in the late 1st century BCE. Roman legions systematically defeated Thracian tribes and dismantled the Odrysian kingdom, incorporating Thrace into the Roman Empire as a province. Despite their defeat, the Thracians continued to resist through sporadic uprisings, such as the rebellion led by Vologases in the 1st century CE. These acts of defiance underscored the Thracians' enduring spirit of independence. Under Roman rule, Thrace underwent significant transformations. Roman administrators imposed new systems of governance, infrastructure, and taxation, integrating Thrace into the imperial economy. Cities such as Philippopolis, modern Plovdiv, became centers of Roman culture and administration, blending Thracian traditions with Roman influences. The construction of roads and aqueducts further connected Thrace to the rest of the empire. While the Roman conquest marked the end of Thracian political autonomy, it also preserved many aspects of their culture. Thracian art, religion, and traditions persisted, often blending with Roman practices to create a unique cultural synthesis. The Thracians' resilience and adaptability ensured that their identity would endure even under the shadow of Roman rule. The Thracians, though eventually absorbed into larger empires, left an indelible mark on the history and culture of the Balkans. Their contributions to art, music, warfare, and religion resonate to this day, shaping the identity of the region's modern inhabitants. Thracian influence can be seen in the folklore, traditions, and place names that survived in Bulgaria, Romania, and other parts of the Balkans. The Thracians' legacy is also evident in their contributions to the ancient world. Their warriors were celebrated for their valor, their artists for their craftsmanship, and their myths for their profound insight into human nature. The stories of Orpheus, Rhesus, and Bendis continue to inspire and captivate, serving as reminders of the Thracians' enduring spirit. Modern archaeological discoveries have shed new light on Thracian history, revealing the complexity and sophistication of their society. Excavations of tombs, sanctuaries, and settlements provide a glimpse into the daily lives of the Thracians, enriching our understanding of their culture and achievements. These findings highlight the Thracians' role as a bridge between East and West, blending influences from neighboring civilizations into their unique cultural identity. The Thracians may no longer exist as a distinct people, but their legacy lives on in the cultural fabric of the Balkans. Their story is a testament to the resilience and creativity of a civilization that thrived in the face of adversity, leaving behind a heritage that continues to inspire and educate. The Thracians' contributions to history remind us of the enduring power of cultural identity and the importance of preserving the stories of the past.